Hello, my name is Stephen Mitchell, and I am here presenting my presentation, Leading with the Moral Compass, here with Module 8. So, in this particular assignment, there were five great resources when it talks about with leading with a moral compass and things like that. The first resource was a video, and it was entitled Moral Compass. And a little bit of a summary from what I gathered from it is, as a leader, you need to have a moral compass as well as integrity. I think that's one of the key things as you lead other people. You have to have a sense of morality as well as lead with integrity as well too. You have to find that true north, what your true north is, and stick with it. In the video, Mr. Lee instructs us that when you have the dividing line between right and wrong, to not come close to it, as it will become easier to step on the line or even cross the line. So when you're thinking about making decisions, your moral compass should kick in to get all the way to the side of right. Once you start creeping toward the side of that dividing line between right and wrong, not only will it be easier to cross the line, it's going to be that much harder to go back to the side that is right. The second resource was a video as well to having a moral compass. We must know what that line in the sand is, and quite frankly, what is acceptable and what is not when it comes to having a moral compass. Mr. Bacaro points out that you need to know what your values are and what you believe in. So that's one of the foundations you need to have, knowing that your values are established, what you believe in is set firm, and you need to know what those are before you're faced with the decision. You need to take time to reflect when making decisions like that. The third resource here was a video, and is entitled Concepts Unwrapped, Moral Emotions. So when we think about this, most of our moral judgments are based on emotions. People are motivated to do the right thing because they know that they'll face other condemning emotions when it comes to, as opposed to doing the wrong thing. So such character traits such as sympathy, compassion, and empathy are emotions that are activated in order for us to help others. Usually those, when we're thinking about helping others, one of those, and if not all three, one of those will kick in to help others for sure. The fourth resource here was an article, Set Your Moral Compass True North. You're on the right path to ethical decision making when your moral compass is pointed true north, and that true north is whatever that looks like for you. We should always consider the needs of others before acting. So before we make any rash decisions or come to do anything, we need to consider all things considered. Okay, is this going to be a good decision? Should I be doing this? Etc. We need to treat others, even as leaders, we need to treat others as equals and strive to improve the lives of others. When you're placed in a leadership position, the needs of others should be taken number one, especially when it comes to working with children. And we need to strive, that should be one of the number one goals, strive to improve the lives of others once we're in that leadership position. And the last one was another article, last resource, The Moral Compass. Moral compass gives us a clear picture of the mental processes that point a person in a particular direction in life. The concept of morality denotes conduct and duties based on what is right and what's wrong for a person. So everybody's moral compass is different, which is totally okay. And that may or may not point in the direction of someone else's. So it's totally okay for your specific moral compass will look different from mine, look different from the next person based on our values and what have you. My moral compass here, so some key character traits here when it comes to responsibility, honesty, resilience, courage, perseverance, duty, care, justice. When I look at this, Me personally, when I reflect, I look more at the top side of this when it comes to responsibility, honesty, and justice. For me, those that I could say I value the most and which probably apply most of my life. I like to be honest with others, and at the same time, I want that honesty back. Justice, as far as having fairness and equity, not only just equality, but also equity, making sure not only people are treated equally, but there's a fair and equitable chance for everybody in certain conditions and certain circumstances. Here are my references. And last page, the addendum. Standard correlation. I thoroughly enjoyed the articles and the videos presented. So it significantly increased my content knowledge of having a moral compass, and but I found it very encouraging, for myself personally. And I also learned that when our moral compass must be pointed true north, but at the same time, not everybody's moral compass will be pointed in the same direction, which is totally okay. Relevant. This assignment improved my understanding of having a moral compass and the benefits that come along with it. I understand that when your moral compass is pointed true north, you're on the better track to making ethical decisions, to the proper decision making. I also agree that in order to be an effective leader, that you need to have a moral compass. It's definitely one of those things I'd say is true, basically mandatory as a leader, as well as act with integrity for sure. And reflection is a reflect, by gaining this knowledge and completing this assignment about moral compass. What this does for me is sets a great foundation for future leadership skills and abilities. All leaders must have a positive moral compass, and this helps improve me by being able to identify my personal moral compass. So thoroughly enjoyed this assignment, and thank you for listening.